Hello everybody, it's Spooky Gamer here, back with another video. And in today's video, we're doing something a little bit different. So usually I show you guys Identity 5 gameplay, but in today's video, we're actually going to be going over something that I've been working on for several years. Now, that makes it sound like it's going to be like an immense project, or it's going to be like something that excuses the idea that I haven't been uploading. No, and actually, this project that I'm about to show you is something that took several years, but I didn't work on it all the time. I took like several long months of break. I'm gonna show you guys what I've been working on. So I made a mod, and I might have talked about it in a previous video, I'm unsure. But I've made a mod, and I would like to show you guys. So, first of all, oh, it doesn't show you. This is version 1.20.6, which was the current version up until, I would say, maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. So this version of the game was the current version for a while. It's not anymore, but it's the most updated version that I can do to mod the game successfully, I guess. Hold on a second. I like Minecraft music, but man, it could be loud sometimes. So, okay, basically, 1.20.6, it's got things like amethyst, right? So, if we look here, you've got things like, you know, your block of amethyst. You've got, like, shards, which I think are in here. Oh, here it is. So you got that, and then, you know, you got whatever. Anyway, you got your amethyst. So basically, I made a mod that adds a different type of amethyst to the game. And currently, as of recording this video, this is the only amethyst mod available for this version specifically, 1.20.6. And basically, it adds a new ore, which is amethyst ore. And quickly, this is a separate thing to the already current amethyst. Maybe in the future, I might add some functionality that can coexist with the current amethyst. But as of right now, it's its own separate thing. You can find these generating randomly in the world. And I know what you might be asking, why does it have the old texture? Like, why does it have the old ore texture? None of the current ores look like this anymore. Like, for example, I think diamond might be the only one that still kind of looks like that. Nah, it's different too. But yeah, so it's got a different texture and everything. And it's got the old texture. And you might be wondering why. Well, there's two other versions of this mod. This is the third version of the mod. It's the latest version of the mod, but there were two other versions. The first release of the mod was for 1.12.2, which was a very popular version to mod. That's why it exists as is. So the mod exists because that version specifically did not have amethyst whatsoever. And I also know there's several amethyst mods that exist. I get that. But I wanted to make my own spin on it. So that was the first version, and then the version after that, which is 1.2.5 of the mod, came out in 1.20.1, which was to address a ton of things with the mod. And then 1.20.6 was to touch up on the last few things before I was ready to call it quits. But I might continue to work on it. Anyway, with this mod, you can find this ore generating randomly between levels 35 through 2. Ore will not generate higher, and it will not generate lower than those two levels, because I have not made a deep slate variant of this ore yet. But as soon as that happens, it'll be in the next update, probably in 1.21 or just another 1.20.6 update. Not quite sure. I'm not going to backtrack on my versions. It's too late for that. So there's new functionality in this version that I'm not going to backwards compatible to the old versions, just because it can cause some corruption in the mod making process. Anyway, so, that's the first thing. So you can find this ore. It spawns in about, I think it's groups of like 2 to 6 or 2 to 4 per batch. And in this version, I made it slightly rarer to find. In the 1.20.1 version, they're actually quite frequent. In the very first version of the mod also, the ore looked so different, and it also had a non-stone texture. So it stuck out like a sore thumb. Every version of the mod has all the same stuff besides this. Only this and the last version have the raw amethyst. But that's because of how 1.20 is compared to 1.12, because every ore has a raw version of it, basically. So, if you break this ore with a pickaxe, we'll use the amethyst pickaxe, with an iron pickaxe or higher, it will drop raw amethyst, which in 1.12, it would just drop normal amethyst. Basically, you then would put that in a furnace and cook it like if it was raw iron or raw copper to get amethyst. In this version, the latest version, you can also blast it. You weren't able to in the 1.20.1 version because I just didn't add it until 1.20.6. I'm not sure why I did that, but can't go back on it now. Anyway, so you can get that, and just like all of the iron stuff, you can make amethyst swords, amethyst pickaxe, axe, shovel, hoe, and you can also make the full armor set, which looks very different, and I might change the texture later. But basically, here's what it looks like when you fully have it on. It's not too bad, but I think I might change it later. It's a little outdated texture. So you might have seen some of the achievements that I've been getting. There's 3 achievements. Smelt a piece of amethyst, which is a new advancement specifically to this version, as well as purpley protection, which is acquiring a full set of amethyst armor. You have to have 4 pieces in your inventory at once. Purple richness was in the game before. It's been in the game since the first version of the mod. Purple richness, craft and place an amethyst block. So once you've crafted it, if you place it, you'll get it. Just like that. And just like the other ore blocks, new to this version, you can actually use it to power a beacon. You can do this and place, and there you go. Unfortunately, as of right now, you cannot put amethyst in here to power the beacon like that. That will get added most likely at a later date. So that's that. And then just like the other like diamond and iron variants, there's crafting recipes for all of this stuff, like I mentioned before. So you have your smelting and blasting recipe for that to that. You've got your amethyst armor and amethyst tools, which are specifically designed... Oh. Wait a second. I think I discovered a bug. I did. Huh. Well, that's not supposed to be. Okay, well, the amethyst sword does the same damage as the pickaxe. And the shovel does more damage than all of it. That's not supposed to be. I'm gonna have to change that in a patch. Huh, okay. Well, you can get the mod down in the description, and you'll have a weaker sword, and you'll have a really strong shovel, which is cheaper, apparently. Oops, I don't know why that's a bug. Anyway, like I said, all of it's there. The only thing that's different is you can't smelt these tools back into amethyst, because I haven't made a recipe for that, but I also haven't made a nugget variant for the amethyst. I don't think I will. But anyway, that's the mod. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please Please leave a like and a comment down below on any suggestions you'd like to see in the future. Subscribe for more content like this. And yeah, like I said before, the mod will be in the description below to the page. You can follow along to check on the updates for the mod. And who knows, by the time you see this, the patch for the sword might already be out. I don't know yet. Again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.